This week is egg week, Easter egg week. And man, I've been doing some research. I've always wanted to try my hand at a faux Faberge egg. I went hunting. I went on an Easter egg hunt. And guess where I found them? Not Hobby Lobby, not Joann's, Walmart. I found a couple of them. I'm going to show you this one first, but the one we're going to work on, this one I found at Walmart. They're so cute, just like this, right? And it had little polka dots on it, and I was going to cut it in half. Went in with my blade all the way around, and guess what? It's not hollow. I was going to cut it in half, and I was going to do the, the Faberge egg that opens on the inside. Well, couldn't do that. This is foam inside, so it's solid. So I decided I would do something different with this. So I will show you that later. But this is the other one that I bought, the big Bahama Mama. Isn't this pretty? It's a dyeable Easter egg, you guys. It comes in with this little wrapper around it. It came pink. I made it blue. It's actually by Folk Art. It's called Blue Cascade. I had it drying inside of something over here on the stick, and I'm gonna try to pull it out best I can. So here we go. This egg, I decided, needs to be zhuzhed to the nines with Totally Dazzled. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do with it, well, you know what? I wanna go around the base of the egg, or the belly of the egg with this. This is like a, it's a taupe. It's between a gray and a tan ribbon. And I wanna go around it with this, but I'm gonna use this. Isn't it stunning? Look at all that glam. So these 3 M strips, they come off just like that, okay? And then I think I'm just gonna go right down the center with this E6000 glue. See, I'm working smarter instead of harder in my old age. Okay, just a thin little bit of glue. It's gonna go all the way across like that. Flip it over. Come on now. Don't be hateful. And we're gonna place it down. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put it in. Now, you guys might not have one of these. In fact, you probably won't. But I got one of these at, I don't know, the Little Angels. I bought it at Marshall's some years ago. It didn't have this container in it. Went to a garage sale, bought the container separately, and looky what we got here. Anyway, if you don't even have this container and all you have is something like this, it'll stand in it. And it looks like the Faberge effect, okay? Now, if you don't have something like this, you can do this. I tell my followers all the time, don't throw away your ribbon rolls when you're done with them, because looky here what I got. I took a ribbon roll, I painted it like a charcoal color on the inside and the outside, because the bling wrap is mesh and you can see through it, and you don't want to see through it. You don't want to see brown, utilitarian. You want it to be pretty. So look at this. Ta-da. So, all right, so here I go. I'm going to start in the middle. Make sure that this is standing up straight, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the same thing, same routine. I'm going to put a little bit of E6000 here and there. I'm going to do the middle first, then I'm going to turn it and do the sides. And so the 2 pieces of ribbon are going to overlap like a flap, okay, like that. All right, see here, they got a little flap going on here. We're getting somewhere with it. That pretty already? Gorgeous, right? I bought this crown. It was from Hobby Lobby after the holidays a couple years ago. It was an ornament can see here that it would hang from, you know, like a Christmas ornament. Inside the crown, it's not going to be just plain. We can't have just plain. I have this piece of satin, creamy white satin, okay? And I want to stuff the crown with the satin. And so what I did was I cut it, and because satin gets real, you know, the edges of it gets real funky. So what I did was I took my little lighter and I went around it and I sealed it all the way around so it's not going to fray anymore. But what I need to do here is just find the middle. Here's the middle right there. Okay, and I'm going to kind of shake it loose. Shake it loose. And I'm going to kind of gather it up like this, okay? I'm going to take my crown and I'm going to push the fabric right down into this cute little crown like this and fold it in. Not even going to glue it or any of that nonsense, but look at how cute it turns out. I'm going to hold that fabric, turn it under and hold it like that. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the others, on this underside here. I'm going to put some E6000 and some hot glue. It's centered and I'm committed. So it's got like a little slider on it. I wish I had thought about it. I would have slid it through that ribbon, but I think the ribbon's too wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip that little slider off, and this is so lightweight that I'm just going to do it with the hot glue. Okay, so what I'm going to do in between these stations where the crown is I'm going to add chain. And so I'm going to start with a dab of glue right at this station here. This is just chain you can get at Hobby Lobby on a roll. And I'm just gonna eyeball the chain. I'm not gonna get too particular. I'm just gonna eyeball where I think I need to put the next, where it's hanging down. And you'll see it when I turn it around here in a sec. Okay, I'm going to turn it. Now you can kind of see what's going on here. See how pretty that looks with that little bit of chain hanging down there? Isn't that pretty with the chain? Now, if you had pearl, you could do the same thing. You could take a little layer of pearl and just, you know, drape it. But the bottom has a hole in it. Remember the hole on the bottom? So what I would like to do is I'd like to fill that hole with one of these little Totally Dazzled pieces. And it's like a little button. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm just going to put that in there with some hot glue. Just put a little bit of, I think I'll put it around here. Hope it doesn't fall off at the top. Okay, so see the bottom, how pretty that is? Even the bottom's going to be pretty, y'all. Even the bottom is going to be pretty. I kind of like it just the way it is. What do you guys think? What do y'all think? Should I bling it up some more? I've got some more, but I've got another one I want to do with you all. So I want to show, I'll tell you what, I'll set this aside, and then if we have time, we'll play with it some more. How's that? And remember I showed you this that I made from a ribbon roll, and I got this also at Walmart. Now it came with this. It came with this, and I'm keeping it on there because it's like stuck down into the foam, and I don't want to just rip it off, start ripping the foam out. And I kind of like this. Anyway, this is some white lace that I have from Hobby Lobby. It's Merchant 41 brand. So that's what they sell there. So I'm going to trim this lace. I'm going to put it around. So I'm going to use that line as my guide for this lace, this pretty little lace. And I'm going to zhuzh it up with the lace in the center. And just keep going around. Do this. No. All right, so there's that. It's already getting cuter by the second, right? And I made these really pretty flowers, okay? So I'm looking at them because I had a bunch of the petals left over, and I'm looking at them. So I took a needle and thread, and at the base of the flower, a flower petal, I just went in and out, and did a running stitch, and I just sewed them together, overlapping them slightly. And then when I was done, I pulled them and gathered them, and I ended up with this pretty little flower. Isn't that pretty? The tan looks so pretty with this black and this rope hanging down everywhere. I'm just gonna glue it to the side, and I'm gonna put a piece of this Totally Dazzled in the middle of it, and I've got 2 butterflies that I'm gonna use on it. This is in the silver collection with the black. I think it's stunning. So this is gonna have this in the center, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a good amount of hot glue. And I'm gonna plop it right down in the center of this flower. There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, maybe right in the center, why not? Give it a little hot glue right on the egg, right on the roping, right on everything. Look at that, how pretty it is already, right? I just like it. I think it's so cute. Very eclectic and different. Okay, so we got a couple of cute little butterflies. And don't neglect the holder. You can decorate the holder as well with, I've got a plain silver butterfly. So I could do a trio of butterflies, right? I could do, have one here, you know, have them floating around here, wherever. Okay, like that. The only thing is I was gonna do, what time is it? I got time. I was gonna do a row or so of this around, just to make this stand out more. I was gonna add a row of this silver bling in the middle of this. Cute. Anyway, okay guys, here you go. Here you go. Here's the second one. I think it needs a little bit of more bling, don't you? I think it's super pretty. All right, I'm gonna put a little butterfly one. I'm gonna kind of hang it off this rope. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang it right off the rope in the center. There, just like that. Hanging on the rope here. The second one is gonna go kind of at an angle down here, partially on the lace. So that will be the all silver one. Okay, here we go. Here it is in all its glory. I think it's so cute. You guys ready? Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I think it's so cute. I love the tan and the black, and I love all the bling.
Totally Dazzled sells sparkling rhinestone wedding supplies. Check us out at totallydazzled.com. But before you do, click up here and download our free printable sparkle quotes. Or click down here and watch one of our other awesome tutorials.